Hey guys, it's the Fields Bros here, and today I'm going to be breaking down Dragon Ball Super Episode 77. So it's official, the Universe Survival Arc has officially been released February 5th. Yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, it came out. Now, my initial reaction to the episode was just yes, it is finally here. I couldn't wait any longer, to be honest with you. They dragged it out forever. But yeah, the episode was very good. It starts off with Goku just chilling, you know what I mean? He's getting groceries and you know what I mean? It just has a really laid back feel to it because it's we're leading up into a huge arc. So this is like the calm before the storm. And so we learn Bulma's pregnant. Um she's pregnant with Bola. Um yeah, man, like that isn't a surprise. Like we knew eventually this was going to happen based on the end of Dragon Ball Z. Um Now, Goku, he completely defies Beerus this episode. Beerus says, do not go to Zeno. Zeno cannot be trusted. It's his innocence that makes him almost a liability to the universe because anything could happen. And even Whis agrees. Whis says that, like, it's unpredictable, the events that can occur when he messes with the Omni-King. And they're saying that there is nobody above him. He's the scariest guy. And Goku's just so worried about fighting. He just wants to fight his next opponent. And he's blind to the real danger he's putting all of his family and his friends and his loved ones in. Now, later on, we see Goku and Bulma chilling, talking about how she's pregnant, and um, she asked Goku why didn't he invite Vegeta to train at Whis, and he's sidetracked by the fact that he's going to be having a kid now. He's all on edge. He's walking around with his arms crossed. Um, yeah, man, it was a very cool episode. Uh, at one point in the episode, I believe it was early on in the episode, Goku he was fighting these like criminals. They tried to take his car or his truck, and Goku was, you know what I mean? He was a little rusty. He got hit by a bullet. Now, we saw in episode 1 of Dragon Ball Z Raditz handle that farmer with a shotgun, so Goku has God Ki, so I don't know how he was even phased by a bullet. Um, yeah, man, the animation for this episode was very good. The characters had like a black outline around him. It was kind of like a movie, had a movie type feel to it. Now, I want to go into it open minded. I know it's a new arc, so I'm expecting I'm expecting bad animation and wacky animation, some shoddy shots here and there, but overall, I'm expecting it to be very good. I really am. So Goku he goes and trains with Whis and he's there. He's doing a little bit, blah 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 blah, and then he's like, "What about that tournament?" You know what I mean? So he pulls the button out, and he he get like I told you, he gets warned from Beerus not to do it. He zips over to the Omni King. There's two Omni Kings, obviously. Now there's a scene here where Goku asks the Omni King about the tournament, and our present day Omni King raises his hand, and the future Omni King raises the opposite hand as if he's gonna mirror the Omni King, but he does it wrong, and then he like freaks out and switches it real quick. That was for the viewers to see. I think that's gonna have a larger role or a bigger significance later on in the arc, but I do think one of the Omni Kings is not going to be what we expect, just because all the little clues they have been giving us, how one's red, one's blue. So Goku zips over to the Omni King. He reminds him about the tournament, and Grand Priest says that he will contact your the Supreme Kais of each universe about the details and whereabouts of this tournament. So Goku gets back, and Beerus wants to destroy Goku. He wants to Hakai his ass. No doubt. He tells him, like, you completely defied me. I told you what would happen. And Goku just shrugs it off because he's lighthearted Goku. So then Goku asks Whis if he can take him to the Supreme Kai's planet to see if there's any updates on this. And so Goku and Whis go to, in Beerus, go to Supreme Kai's planet, or wherever Supreme Kai's at, and they're awaiting the news from the Grand Priest. The Grand Priest pops in and says on on the 300 on the 3,135,000 or that I don't know. Regardless, he says that on this day of the king's calendar, this is when it's going to happen on the 157th hour, 10 warriors selected from each universe shall participate in the Tournament of Power. Now, 10 warriors. Beerus is like, 10 warriors. Where am I going to find 10 warriors? Goku's just freaking out. Tournament of Power. He's he's getting really excited. So thus, the Tournament of Power was decided to be held. Now, in the preview for next week's episode, we see they learn the details that the losing universes will be destroyed, erased, vanquished, whatever you want to, whatever term you want to give it. So we learned that it's official. The universe survival arc is about to begin. Well, it has begun. Episode 77 was legit. And yeah, man, it was a very good episode. I enjoyed this episode. Now, there is one thing that bugs me about this episode. There's still no Gohan. There's still no Gohan. I know it's episode 1, but I really want to see Gohan return to the limelight in this arc. I want to see him be a fucking badass. I want to see him be a fucking badass. There's no reason why Gohan is being written off like this. To me, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, once again, Goku's deciding what button he wants to push. He can push one side, and Omni-King will show up. He can push the other side, and he will zap over to the Omni-King. He zapped to the Omni-King against Beerus' wishes and asked him to hold the Tournament of Power. So yeah, guys, Dragon Ball Super episode 77 is in the books. It is the Fields Bros. Be sure to stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Super updates, discussions, and reviews. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the episode and your expectations going forward for the new arc. But yeah, man, be sure to stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Super updates, discussions, and reviews, as well as sports talks and politics talk in the future. I am out. Peace.